Hello, you're welcome. In this video, I want to demonstrate how you can use a specific criterion or a list of criteria to sum, count, and take the average of specific cells that you have during the course of your analysis. So on this sheet, I have single criteria. That's where I'm going to demonstrate how you can just use a single criteria to count, to sum, as well as to average. After that, we are going to see how you can use multiple criteria. So let's start with this COUNTIF. So we're going to be using the COUNTIF function. So we are telling Excel to count specific cells for us if they contain a specific information. Okay. So in this case now, we want to count if our sales is greater than 10,000. Okay, so I will just enter equal to and then the function COUNTIF. Then the range is this sales range. And then I'll put my criteria in quotation. That is greater than 10,000. Then close the bracket and you can see where I have sales greater than 10,000, just 3 places. Okay, 1, 2, 3, as you can see here. So let's see this COUNTIF for employee equal to John Doe. So we want to see where our employee is John Doe. So we still use the COUNTIF function. And then the range that we're using this time around will be the employee range. So we select this and our criteria is John Doe. So 3 places, 1, 2, 3, as you can see here. They want to sum if the employee is John Doe, employee that made the sales. So to do this, we use the SUMIF function. Then we select our range. Okay. So the range that we are selecting right now is the employee range, because that is where we are going to assign our criteria. Then our criteria is John Doe. And then the sum range is this sales range. Then we close. So it sums everywhere that we have John Doe as the salesperson. Okay, this, and this. And then we take the average if the employee is John Doe. So we use average if. And the range that we are selecting is this very employee. Then the criteria is John Doe. And the average range. This is where we are taking our average based on the criteria John Doe. And this is the average that we get for the sales that have been made by John Doe. Now, moving on to the multiple criteria. Here I want to count where the employee is John Doe and the region he made the sales is in the south. So I will use the COUNTIFS function. So I will do COUNTIFS this time around. So there is an F in front of the COUNTIF. Then the criteria range, the first criteria is this John Doe. So the criteria range will be this employee. And the criteria 1 will be John Doe. Then the next thing is for the criteria range for 2, which is this south. So we select this region, and then the criteria itself is south. So you can see only one place, that's where we have John Doe, and he made the sales in the south, as you can see here. Then we want to SUMIF. We have John Doe, and he made a sales greater than 10,000. So we use SUMIFS with an S in front. Then the sum range is this sales. Then the criteria range, the first criteria is that we have John Doe as the employee. So we copy this, and the criteria is John Doe. Then the criteria range for 2 is this region. Okay, and the criteria range for 2 is, what's it called, sales. Sorry, I thought it's the first example. And the criteria is that this is greater than 10,000. So you can see we have summed where we have John Doe and sales is greater than 10,000. And then the average ifs, taking the average, if this is the range that we are using, our first criteria is that the employee is John Doe, and our second criteria is that the sales is greater than 10,000. And this is what we have. So this is just the easy way you can be able to use criteria to sum, to take the average, as well as to count your cells in Excel during the course of your analysis. I hope you've been able to find this video helpful. If you have, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.